Catherine, would you like to call the roll?
Yes. Hetzke.
Here.
Bastian.
Here.
Danicourt.
Here.
Knauer.
Here.
Tidings.
Here.
Nursinger.
Here.
Valentine.
Here.
Sangster.
Here.
Weisar.
Here.
O'Connor.
Here.
All right. Welcome to the Thursday, June 25th, 2015 Penfield Planning Board Work Session.
Thank you.
Woo!
And welcome, Mike, to the town of Penfield.
Thank you.
Get started. We got minutes from last meeting.
Minutes from June 11th were in the drop from last Friday for everyone's review. Any changes, concerns, anything we wrote that you didn't like?
No,
No?
not from my end. Anybody want to move to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve. Second.
Okay. Hetzke.
Aye.
Bastian.
Abstain.
Throw me off
Bless
there.
you.
Danicourt.
Aye.
Knauer.
Aye.
Tidings.
Aye.
Okay.
All right.
After our tabling resolution went out for Fox Hill, that's our one table item. Oh. That's a
Bless
table
you.
item. I'll go back to that after. Two table items. I'll start with the first one, Fox Hill Section B. Tabling resolution went out. We were asking for responses to the pre-Mylar, to the PRC memo that was sent out, as well as revised plans. Both of those came in on the screen. We have the responses. Town staff started looking over the plans. We also included a draft approval resolution template, as well as a draft environmental EAF Part 2. All of those were in the drop on Friday.
So we can get
open
this
up for
thing
discussions.
off the agenda.
Unless
Unless
got any
anybody has any
concerns, say took a quick look at the plans, and we'll still go through a pre-Mylar review for any final details with it, but they responded in affirmative to all the concerns that staff had. We did have a couple of drainage comments from one neighbor, and I think those were addressed in our staff's comments, making sure that they're not impacted by this development here and in the public hearing. I also heard from the developer that he was going to add an additional drain at the top of the slope, knowing that there were some existing concerns from some of his existing residents on Lynx Court. So he was going to do some additional collection of water in that area as well.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything else. Obviously, they've gone to the town board for their sidewalk waivers, handled the additional lot through the zoning and incentive, so that's a town board piece of it. There were no variances required for this development, so they didn't go to the zoning board, so it's
Pretty straightforward.
pretty.
So we have part 2.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Somebody want to?
Yeah, I'll make the motion to approve it, Mr. Chairman.
And second.
Okay. Hetzke.
Aye.
Bastian.
Abstain.
Danicourt.
Aye.
Knauer.
Aye.
Tidings.
Aye.
Okay.
All right. So now
And then the approval
the approval
resolution.
resolution.
Yeah, I'll make the motion to approve this.
I'll second.
Hetzke.
Aye.
Bastian.
Abstain.
Danicourt.
Aye.
Aye.
Knauer. Tidings.
Aye.
All right.
Okay.
Passes.
We'll follow up with them with the revised resolution and then the proposed approval
Steps.
steps to follow.
Okay.
Alright. The other table item, no updates to it, was the 2775 Penfield Road. Still waiting to see revised plans and purpose information on that, so we can continue to take no action on that application.
All right. We will do so. Any other miscellaneous?
Couple miscellaneous for tonight. The first is eyesight on 2142 Penfield Road. I got that one right. They are requesting a 90-day extension to their approval resolution the board granted a year ago. They haven't started construction yet. They wanted to start it in 2016, and that's where they're at. So the approval resolution is about to expire. They've submitted the letter for the extension request.
I'll make the motion to
Just going
approve
to
this.
grab
Okay. So we got a
Second.
Oh, okay.
Tidings and Bastion. Good
Oh
job.
my gosh, okay.
I was trying to get there, but
Hetzke,
Aye.
it's somewhere.
Bastion,
Aye.
Application.
Danicourt,
Aye.
Are there any
Canauer.
changes?
Aye.
Tidings.
Aye.
Okay.
No, it's just asking.
So that request just came yesterday.
I
So
found it. Look at that.
There you
this
go.
evening.
All right.
And then obviously if they're still
Oh, you
constructing in
approved it.
2016, we'll have to continue to ask for extensions.
Right.
We all did, we all did.
Great job, everybody.
They moved it, I seconded
Great
it.
job. Teamwork all around.
I missed it.
There it is. There's the letter. It's taken like 12 hours, but I got them.
Okay.
All right. The other one is just a brief update on the YMCA. I don't know if Pete, do you want to speak to
You
it?
wanna
We
keep it
can
up
speak
with
to
the-
it as much as we know
Okay.
from them being here. Doug might be speaking to it, sounds like.
Chime in if I need to add anything. Go ahead.
All right, let's go.
Okay, well, Harold Morehouse dropped this off to me. It's a letter dated November 2014, but I think we just received it from to Mr. Gommel at the University of Rochester Medical Center from the New York State Department of Health, discussing their condition of need approval letter.
Certificate of need, or
Yeah,
CON.
Yeah, CON approval letter, and Harold was informing me that he believes this is should be enough for staff to consider it a approval, that they're going for approval for hospital certification.
that letter referenced a certificate of need approval letter, but that's not it. And I wonder if you could get a copy of that if it exists.
This is on the, if you go to the 2014.
That document.
Yes, it is on the 2014 preliminary finals.
So you're,
Board recalls, sorry, Pete, I
yeah.
mean,
Oh, go ahead.
the board recalls,
Yes.
Yes.
this was one that was semi-controversial going back and forth, was does this fit in our zoning district?
Right.
And in order to fully comply with being in a residential zoning district, a hospital or hospital extension clinic is they're stating it fits within our code as a residential zone, is allowed by code.
That's what I'd like to get.
So the requirement was, at the end of this, before they can open up the UR medical piece of it, we need to make sure the certification is in place. So we received a letter today that references that letter, so we just need to finalize that piece. They are looking for a certificate of occupancy for the medical portion of it. Once they get that, then they can go ahead and start bringing in their stuff, get it built out. I believe they're looking at possibly opening in August. So this is just kind of an update that we're still looking for that piece. They're getting it to us. This Doug has got the one letter that basically says they need an approval. It's kind of chicken or the egg. We say we need this final certificate from them for the hospital portion. They say we need the C of O, so we can issue them a temporary C of O. They can get their certificate, and then we can issue them the final C of O. Once they complete that portion of the board's requirement and the conditions of approval.
Okay.
My understanding of the health law, the public health law as it applies to facilities like this, is that there's two components to a license. There's a certificate of need, which is a CON, and then there's also an operating certificate. Our approval resolution has a condition that they supply us with a second thing, the operating certificate. And my understanding is they can't get the operating certificate until they get the C of O, and that's what we're talking about, the chicken and egg. So I think that's a good approach to give the temporary C of O kind of conditioned upon them giving us that document when they get it, among whatever other requirements Harold may have. But I would also like, I mean, this references, it makes reference to in your CON approval letter. So if there is a CON approval letter, you know, I think we should ask for it. But at the end of the day, I like the approach of the temporary C of O and then getting the operating certificate. I did look, I mean, the other day when Harold and I were talking, I looked online, and they had it posted, I think, through the end of May, and they didn't have this address listed on the as in having an operating certificate for an extension clinic, and you know, obviously because they don't have they don't have it yet, but they will, I think. And the CON, it's pretty hard to get a CON, so I think, you know, that's a big step in the process. So I think it's probably I wouldn't say a mere formality for them to get the other part, but this is a good indication that they're well
We're
on their
gonna
way.
make sure that they're complying with the board's.
That's right. The
Requirements and-
requirement that we imposed was getting the operating certificate.
Okay, so that's update number one. Any questions on that?
No, so we don't need to take any action.
No action, it's just,
a
we're
update.
just showing, you know,
Update.
so all of a
That
sudden
they're
you drive by and
close,
say,
but not
hey, the
there yet.
medical piece is open and operational, did they meet all of your requirements? The other piece is the traffic light.
Right, yeah,
Um,
what,
That is still in process. As many of you may have heard, Rich Funky has gotten some money from the YMCA to get that, to pay for the cost of that, but they're still working with the state DOT. Spoke with Kevin Fitzpatrick yesterday. He stated that the DOT has basically all but approved it. It's going to the Attorney General's office because there's a final taking of land. So that's the only piece that's left to be completed. So it's just a waiting game in there. They told them, go ahead and purchase the poles, the lights, go ahead and get the contractor on board. So he still said it probably would be late summer by the time we went through, but they're still working on that portion of, again, your requirement was.
When you say by the time it goes through.
By the time it clears the Attorney General's office,
Understood.
whatever their queue is, then they'll come back and say, okay, yes, you're approved, here's your permit from the state DOT, go ahead and,
Install.
So maybe by winter they'll have it, by the late fall or.
yeah, I think they're thinking fall. of
was
this
that the
year.
original plan? That they were, I mean, what if this doesn't go, what if it doesn't go through and they don't approve it?
They
Then
had
what?
preliminary
I mean,
approval
it's-
before, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean,
From
they've had
DOT.
preliminary approval, and DOT has said that they're supportive of it, it meets the warrants for it, it's just.
Right. No, what
It's
I'm
just
talking about
state
the money, if they don't get the money from the state, when they
Oh,
say they're not
originally
gonna go
was-
forward with it?
Well, originally it was supposed to be paid for by the YMCA.
Well, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
originally they were gonna pay for it,
Yes.
now they go back and ask for state money, and now they're saying if the state is gonna come up with the money, but if
No,
it doesn't.
it's a separate piece. Rich Funky's got the money from the state, the other piece is because they have to give a portion of the their property, and the neighbors across the street have to give a portion of their property for right away.
Right.
That's the piece that has to go to the Attorney General's office, so it's separate from the money piece. This is just taking of right away for the state and the logistics with closing that out. The neighbors across the way had to give a little portion to,
So there's
locate
that
the
money.
pole, locate the signal stuff. The YMCA had to donate a portion, so that is the portion that's going back to the Attorney General. The money piece is separate, and I guess that's our, I mean, the YMCA would have to pay for it either way.
Oh, okay. And they're still okay with that, okay.
They're good with that. So that was the second update for the YMCA, is kind of where things are in the process and
Okay.
what's going on with their piece.
And that concludes our miscellaneous, besides the quick review of the July applications.
Okay,
First one, we're gonna see a subdivision application at 1450 and 1394 Marshner Road. They wanna take these two lots and make a third in between the two, basically. So we'll be seeing that for a subdivision. And then we will also see a site plan application for a single-family home on that potential re-subdivision of that new lot that they're asking for, in between 1450 and what is proposed is 1394 over here, so they would put a new lot here. That's the plan for that. It's going to be two separate applications, subdivision, site plan.
So it's two different engineers and two different clients, so. we'll be
coming in the same night.
Coming in the same night, so we need to make sure we do the subdivision piece first, because you gotta create the lot before you do a site plan on the piece.
So they're just splitting off, creating a separate lot.
They're creating a separate lot out of it, and then another gentleman's coming in for a site plan on that lot. So we've listed as the one first, the subdivision, and then the site plan will be the
Okay,
second hearing of that night. Both similar property, but just a little bit of
Also,
technicality of,
we have provided the July applications in the drop on the flash drives tonight as well. So everyone can get a head start, taking a look at the plans, leading up to it. We're gonna have PRC comments coming before the meeting as well for all these applications. Now then, the third application that would be at the public hearing is for the storage business down here on Penfield Road. It's actually on two properties. They're asking for, this is a sketch plan application as well. They're looking to do an additional storage building here along the side of the property and a new office building in the front with the Penfield Road address. This is Plaza Circle address. which comes in the Home Depot,
Home Depot,
over
yeah.
here.
That's Charlie Brown's right in front of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next one over. It's right to the white roof building is Charlie Brown's. No, in the middle.
No?
Where are we?
You're skipping
Right
right there.
I was there. I
You're
was saying
skipping over.
no.
Oh, you're going back.
No, I didn't do
You're
that. Sorry, I did that and that and that.
Yeah, so they're
You
gonna,
follow me.
looking to take down the existing, it's a barber shop, or was a barber shop, take that house down, make an office, rental office for the units, business, and then the mini
They have room
storage.
to put a building in
They're
there?
gonna
Need
need
variances,
They're gonna
don't
need
they?
variances from the
Just a
zoning
bit.
board.
What lot are they doing this in?
Both.
How
The
big of a
office
building?
building and the piece in
Okay,
the front,
okay, next to Charlie Brown's.
yes.
This one. I'm sorry. I should.
That'll be the
Okay.
office
That's the
rental building with an
office.
access now on Penfield Road. And then an additional building, they're looking for along this east side. They would have bought the property, obviously they need, significant variances for that. That's why we're bringing the sketch,
Mm-hmm.
recommendations from this board, for or against to the zoning board, and then, it's up to the zoning board is whether they would grant those variances for that, before they come back for a preliminary final application.
And we'll put together a synopsis of the approvals and denials that these properties have seen over the years. It started in the early 80s. Last time they were in was in the late 80s. We started pulling out all the resolutions from both planning and zoning board back then. And we'll
Have the same
provide that.
owner?
No, it's new owner.
New owner,
New
yeah.
owner, so just trying to do some new things with it.
And they've been in communication with the people, with the apartments as well.
Okay.
So we may have a letter of support from the apartments.
So we'll have history included with that application.
Okay.
So these are your July agenda items. We only have one meeting in July. So July 13th will be your
Right.
public hearing.
Summer
slash
hours.
Work session.
All right. Well, thank you for the, not really a review, a preview.
Preview.
Any other business?
That's all
Oh,
we
for
have.
July 9th, you said?
July 13th.
All right, I guess, nobody has any other things to say, we'll adjourn. Thanks for coming.